Okay, let's see. Hopefully my connection is good here. How's everybody doing today? Hopefully everybody's doing great. All right, let's see here. Okay, what's going? Okay. All right, so we're gonna jump in. Questions today about manifesting, creating your reality, all this stuff. Question here is, okay, Mark, I can't seem to understand how quantum mechanics works. Maybe I'm overthinking it. Can you put it in simple explanation, Mark, please? And a follow-up is, law of attraction has also been a difficult term to understand. Can you please also put that in simple terms so I can use it to effectively create and shift my reality? All right, so let's work into it. So what I'm going to do is, this is my book, remember? So a lot of you asked me about it. Here it is. How to what? Win the lottery using quantum physics. It's one of Amazon's bestseller since August. So here it is. This is the blueprint for you if you're interested in the lottery, manifest, anything. This is a whole book in general. It'll teach you how to do all the stuff that I won, how I won the lottery, how to win it in an easy manner. So let's read an excerpt from my book, and then I'll break it down for you in simple terms. So let's go into it, and we will begin with quantum physics. So this is how quantum physics, and chapter 1 is entitled The Matrix. So let's read it, and then we'll get into the law of attraction. All right. It's a science. Quantum physics is a science that describes that all things created are coming to a perceived existence. The human body is created from cells, blood, and matter. All these particles form something that creates our solidity, or what we call our physical form. Every single part of you, every cell, bone created from the basic ingredients are quantum particles. Atoms, neutrons, protons, electrons, which are the building blocks of all physical stuff. Everything you see around you, I'll like some paraphrase as well. Everything you see around you, the air, the animals, nature, your car, they're made from quantum particles. Everything you see also around you, okay, is created by a universe of 4 fundamental forces. Here they are. Force number 1, gravity. Force number 2, weak force. Force number 3, electromagnetism. And force number 4, the strong force. Okay. One of them is the electromagnetic spectrum. There's a weak force, weak nuclear force, and a strong nuclear force in gravity. The weak is responsible for radioactive decay, things that go out of existence, what we see. The strong component, the strong force, is the glue. It holds all matter and physical stuff together. Gravity now is the force that pulls things together. It always attracts. Hence, gravity is the law of attraction. Now, there are frequencies and chemicals that your brain produces that the law of attraction is addicted to. It's a very powerful chemical. It turns into a magnetic frequency known as the electromagnetic frequency. If you know how to use and tune into this frequency, you can attract anything and everything you want or desire. This law of physics. Now let's go into the law of attraction. The law of attraction is a belief that positive results, negative thinking brings positive okay? It's using the power of your mind to translate whatever it is, your thoughts, and it materializes into a physical reality. Now, a key component of this philosophy is the patterns created by what's called your feeling. Now, through what's called creative visualizations, you change it. So the law of attraction is a gravitational force coupled with part of the electromagnetic spectrum. Electricity, magnetism is a constant force pulling you. All right. So again, this is excerpt from my book. And this is the Holy Grail. Get it. All right. I'll put a link down there. You can get it on Amazon, or I have it on my website in digital form. All right. So let me break this down in simple terms that this person has. So to paraphrase everything about this stuff, okay. Quantum mechanics is you. You are quantum. You are particles. These particles are energy. And what these particles do, they give you the illusion of solidity, because the difference with energy is they have different frequencies where they look like solid and they look like invisible, transparent stuff. That's why you can't see the air. You can feel the air. That's why water can be in a liquid form. It could be in a solid ice, and it could be in a steam form, a transparent form. So that's quantum mechanics. Now, what does quantum mechanics do? Now, these particles that make up you and I, they call it electron. Let's focus on the electron. The electron, okay, has a level of consciousness. The electron is connected to your awareness. When you're aware, the electron is aware. The electron is also aware of you being aware. So that means when I look at something, the electron, remember the electron is the component with other stuff that creates our physical. Electron talks to your brain. Your brain puts an image and you see it as reality. So what talks in between the brain? Your thoughts. What I think about, the electron sends it to my subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind creates an image and it becomes your physical reality because your brain gets the information from, remember, these chemicals, that the electromagnetic chemicals, electrochemical signals that your brain produces, and it goes out to your eyes and you see your world. That's quantum mechanics in the simplest term. Okay? Hopefully that makes sense to you. Alright. Next one, the law of attraction. Within the quantum force, there exist pulls. It's called gravity. It always pulls towards. Everything is, listen, law of attraction is everything is towards. It's coming to you. Okay? Nothing is going out from you. It's coming into you. That's the law of attraction. Now, with these chemicals that your brain produce, they affect gravity, which is what we call our law of attraction. It affects it because all of the entire universe is alive and intelligent. Remember what I said, an electron has some semblance of consciousness. Chemicals have consciousness. You are aware of these things. You talk to these things by your thoughts and your feelings. So you affect the pull towards you. The key thing you have to remember, everything just is in the multiverse. Okay? The universe sees everything the same. It's just a different frequency. Why a car looks like a car and an apple looks like an apple. They're just on different frequencies, and it's the way the particles are arranged a little bit. That's it. But they're all one big field of energy, and then your mind disseminates them and puts them into an apple, a car, money, da 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 da, by how you think. Because remember, from these things, they are transparent, so they have no physical structure to make them stick. They can always change forms. That's why you can always manifest and create anything you want, because things can constantly change form. There is no solidity. It's just your brain giving you what's called an illusion of solidity. So the law of attraction is, it's always working 24 hours, 7 days a week, whether you believe it or not. It's just a fundamental law that's built in to the multiverse, or the universe that we call the universe. So you understand? So that's quantum physics, that's law of attraction. Now, how do you implement them together? It's good to know the backstory of this, because when you know the backstory of this, you can have more confidence to create what you want. Okay? So now, once you know this stuff, then now you go into the implementation process. You start to put it into use. You start to exercise it. You start to make it come into your world. So what do you do now? You start to pay attention now to what you are thinking and how you're feeling more than ever. Because now you just learned that based on the feeling and thoughts, they create frequencies in electromagnetic spectrum. These frequencies now, your brain interprets them by the images, what you put in there, and they actually come into the physical world through people, places, experiences, and all of this is catered by your unconscious or subconscious mind. So once you understand this, now you must start to pay more attention to what you think and how you feel. So once you start to pay attention to how you think and how you feel, you change the frequency. So if you're someone that's been thinking a lot of negative stuff, or you've been having, like, your life has been negative and your mind just puts you in this loop, the universe must continue to give you that loop of experience, because it can only respond to you. It cannot think for you. Got that? So now you can say, all right, if what this guy is saying is true, let me try to think positive. Now, if you try to start to think positive, or if you try to start to think of stuff you'd like to experience, then your feelings will change to match what you're thinking. So when you think of something positive, it creates these endorphins, it creates different chemicals, and your body reacts. You feel better, you feel more positive. You also affect the field, the electromagnetic field. When you affect the electromagnetic field, you must start to get things in the field that will make you feel more of what you've been feeling and thinking. So things that will make you happy, things that will make you peace, whatever it is, that will start to come into your reality as experience, because the universe can only respond. It can't think or choose for you. So you see that negative and positive, the universe don't care. The universe is just going to give you what you think and feel the most. Now someone says, just say think positive and don't think it goes further than that. Well, no. This is the next part I want to put in there. Someone asked me, man, another question someone asked, hey Mark, is positive thinking a fraud? So positive thinking alone doesn't change your reality. Positive thinking is the starter to change your reality. So what happens now when you do positive thinking, you're going to affect the feeling or the emotion. The emotion that your body produces or feels now will start to direct to your subconscious mind. Positive thinking done repetitively over a period of times, that's when it works. Positive thinking that you do sporadically or every now and then, it's not going to work. So if you ask me, is positive thinking a fraud? Positive thinking is a fraud if you do it infrequently. Positive thinking is not a fraud if you make it your daily routine. Okay? So when you do the positive thinking, then there's another thing to the positive thinking. There has to be an attachment of some kind of imagery or some kind of feeling to that positive thought, because now you got to get the subconscious to create, because there's different languages that your brain interprets reality. Your conscious mind interprets your reality based on logic, analyzation, judgment. It's on what it's been through. Your subconscious does not decode reality. Your subconscious decode reality based on the images, the feelings, and what you say. More likely pictures and anything you can see and sticks out to you, your subconscious takes that as what you want. So if you're a sporadic positive thinker, you're going to get sporadic reality. If you're a constant positive thinker, you're going to get consistency in all your daily life. Everything you think will do. And here's the beauty of this stuff, how your brain works. Your brain loves to adapt. Your subconscious loves to take the path of least resistance. Your subconscious does not like to work hard. It does not like change. So at first, it will resist your positive thinking because it says, man, I'm used to negative thinking, so I want to keep negative. But if you guys, this is where you have to use your override skills, which is called willpower, to deliberately think positive stuff every day. Then after a while, the brain adjusts now and says, oh, this is our new map of what they call reality. So what the brain does, the brain now starts to make it habitual, and before you know it, you'll just be thinking positive and being optimistic without you even thinking of it. You'll just start to do things to become optimistic without you even knowing it. And that's when the subconscious has accepted it, because now the subconscious says, oh, this is a new way of life. All right, so I'll adapt this and I'll kick that negative stuff out. Then once you adapt that, then we bring quantum physics in and we bring the law of attraction to show you what happens. So what's the final product when you adopt the routine of consistency with like being optimistic and positive stuff? So here's what happened. The electrons, the thought waves in the electromagnetic spectrum now, those electrons now, because they're conscious, they will start to change form in the energy form, and then based on what you've been thinking in your head, they now send signals to the brain as electrochemical signals. Your brain now sees those signals and do two things. It communicates to the subconscious with the image and says, hey, this is the new reality, number one. Number two, your subconscious sends it back to your brain to say, okay, let's start showing evidence first, which is the synchronicities. I'll get into protons in a minute. The synchronicities are the signs that the brain has accepted and the subconscious has accepted, and those are previews of what's coming into your life. So first you see the synchronicities, the signs. People see the ones, the twos, and all these crazy things happening. That's the sign of, like, if you do the lottery or anything, you see numbers, you want a car, you see the color of the car. Once you see those things, then it comes the next part where now it becomes a physically real stuff. Okay? Protons are a part of a field. The electrons, protons, they're just all the same. But the electron is the more focused part because the electron is the one that carries that electromagnetic force the strongest, and the electron is the one that creates. All the other ones are like subcomponents. They all play an important role in that, but the electron is the part that really goes in and out and puts stuff together. See how that works? The steps to implement this stuff is to first understand the laws of physics. And you can go get it. There's the book. If you're just joining this live, I'll put a link in the description on it. But I'll explain it again because I know a lot of people coming here. I'll do it real fast. The first step is you must have a basic understanding of the laws of quantum mechanics. That's everyone, every single individual must understand the basic laws of quantum mechanics. If you don't understand the basic laws, they don't teach you this, you won't have the faith and the belief to build your life. Because what quantum mechanics shows us and does it is this way. It shows you what you are and where you came from. So let me do it fast again. Thank you. You bought my book 4 months ago. Great. Well, it's all you guys buying this book. It make Amazon's bestseller since August. So it's going on 7-8 months now. So it's a good genre in the field of this material. So it's good. So on Amazon, you can get it in the paperback form like this, or you can get it in ebook on my website. All right. Okay. What you are in the basic terms is you're basically energy mass as human being. That's what quantum physics says. And energy mass can always change forms. So that means you can change your reality because your reality is a form, just like your human being is a form. How do you change your reality? With your thoughts. That's basically quantum physics says that. It says that everything is energy. Your brain communicates with energy, and the energy transmits to the subconscious, and it comes your reality. So it says. So if you want to get technical, this is the big picture, guys. The universe or the multiverse is a mental universe. There is no. Everything is mind. It's mental, and quantum physics is the engine that drives the mental creative process. And once you think something, it will start to coagulate and come into you. Now the interesting thing is your brain is tuned. It's tuned to a special dial. That's how it is. It's just tuned there. So your brain is tuned to see 1%. That's the frequency it's tuned on. So 99% of all the other stuff is not, your brain can't pick that up. See, that's why it's important for you to know this stuff, so that just because you don't see it doesn't mean it's not there. Just because you don't see the evidence doesn't mean there's no evidence of it. See what I'm showing to you? So they didn't teach you that. So your brain is like tuned to 1%. It's not tuned to see 99% of reality. So it's all hidden. So once you get that stuff, then it becomes easy for you to manifest now. You see what I'm saying? Manifestation becomes easy because now you understand, like, oh my goodness, damn. So I'm not even seeing the full picture, man. So why am I stressing? Just because I can't see it doesn't mean it's not happening. Damn. But guess what? Here's the best part about it now. But guess what? You can't see it. Guess what, people? You can't see it in the physical because your brain is tuned to 1%. But you can see it in the quantum because you have imagination. Imagination is the same as physical reality, people. So once you use your imagination and you repeat the imagination, that turns and becomes the physical reality, man. See how that works? But that also makes sense because they were renting for the other day. You know what I mean? And that would be different. So, past lives. Okay, someone said I met someone and feel like I've known him in the past life. And then here's another thing that comes full circle. That's right. Quantum mechanics shows you everything. Now remember this. Since the universe cannot be created or destroyed, it means it's always been here, okay? Because particles have been here. They just exist. Since that has happened, and since energy is always transferring, that means every single information that you have put out, every thought, the thought you put out when you were 7 years old, it's still out there in the field. Nothing gets lost, nothing gets deleted. Everything gets recycled and comes back. This is why every single one of you have countless past lives. That's why when you meet someone, you feel like you click and you've known them. That's because you've interacted with them. Your subconscious holds all the memories of the entire universe. We call it Akashic Records. You can go up in there. But there's nothing has been deleted. Let me give an example what it is. Like say if you get a paper shredder, right? You know those paper shredders? And you put your paper in the shredder and it shreds the paper. You think it's gone, right? No, you can take up all the pieces and put them back together. That's how the universe works. Every information if you throw out there, all it does is just breaks it down into the raw information, but it's still there. And then if you just pick the pieces, boop, 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 put them back together, voila. See how it works? So that's the best simplistic terms for you guys to understand this stuff. And I'll see you guys again with some more good questions.